Hey guys, so one of the weird things that popped up when I was kind of researching video games and how they could be helpful, because as you know, I'm doing that other channel, which is Vacation Medication, and we have a bunch of content coming out for that. The idea was basically to create this world that you could live in, and the world would be amazing. It would calm you down, it would relax you, it would do all these things. And then I started doing more research on it, and I realized that video games, which in my era would never consider to be acceptable in the sense of, a treatment for ADHD, are now allowable, basically have been prescribed by doctors, and the federal government has checked off on them to essentially treat ADHD. I didn't know that. If I'd gone back to, when I was younger and said to my parents, hey, I bought a video game so I could go ahead and work on my ADHD, they would be very upset. Deb Carter, howdy, howdy. So bottom line is, I just wanted to go ahead and shine a little light on this. Howdy, Faithmore. It's kind of weird that the FDA approved prescription video games for ADHD. I didn't know about it. It's something you would think I would know about because I come from that world and blah blah blah. So yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm on so many medications right now. I'm a mess, but I'm just doing a couple of videos to make myself more of a mess. But here we go. So the FDA approves prescription video games for ADHD. This was back in June 29th, 2020. And so I'll read you some of this article so you kind of understand what's going on with it. But then I'm going to switch you over to a current actual product that's being used right now. The FDA has officially granted marketing authorization to the first game-based therapeutic developed by Akili Interactive Labs, Inc. Endeavor RX. A video game is a non-drug treatment option for children ages 8 to 12 years old who have been diagnosed with certain types of ADHD. Once again, remember the craziness. It feels like insanity for me to even say it. Is that they have created the video game that basically will treat ADHD. The first and only prescription treatment for its kind, Endeavor RX, has found a way to make treatment fun, accessible, and virtual, which is a game changer for the mental health industry. I'm all for innovative interventions for all kinds of mental health conditions, says Lindsay Inzer. All right, so blah, blah, blah. They do a bunch of quotes. All right, let's get past that. Now I'm going to go over to the website over here for Endeavor RX. And if you get a chance, you want to check it out real quick. Thrilling people at a glacial place, circa 2022. Very nice, very nice. Dig it. Faith Moore, thank you, thank you. Thrilling people donate $3.50. Faith Moore donated $1.99, or rather 99 cents. I appreciate it. Smiley face, love it. So basically, I just wanted to do a quick video to show you guys specifically what's going on here, and that's that they have video games. So if you have a child that is essentially struggling with ADHD, I had issues with ADHD, extreme issues. But when I was growing up, you didn't, you know what I mean? Like that whole thing, that whole generation of treating children with that happened more so after my generation. So, but if you get a chance, this is just a short video. Go check out this whole Endeavor RX thing. It goes on an iPad, goes on, a tablet. And it's just one of those things. And, we'll click on the discover the research behind Endeavor RX so you can kind of have a little understanding specifically as to what it is. But this is what they have on their website. And remember, my parents would have whooped my butt if I came home and said, I got a video game to treat my mental issues. And they would have been like, no. But it exists. It actually exists. Endeavor RX is FDA authorized, evaluated in over 600 children with ADHD across 5 clinical studies. In a randomized controlled clinical study, Endeavor RX improved objective attention in children with ADHD ages 8 to 12. Patients played for 25 minutes per day, 5 days per week, for 4 weeks, and a more recent trial demonstrated that a second month of treatment can lead to increased benefits. I mean, I'm curious. Like, I'm gonna actually try this thing out. I might buy it, or I'm not sure how you do it or whatever. But this is curious. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring you a little bit of attention to this thing. Faith Moore, you're totally right. Like, they didn't know how to deal with ADHD. And like they would sit there and read an idea to you and be like, hey, what did you remember? And, I had a spongy brain, so they would often be like, oh, your kid's fine. He's totally fine. And I went to really fancy schools. My parents put me into this Blue Blazer school called Moravian Academy. And they loved my sister. My sister would follow the rule book. They hated me. I ate the rule book. I was the kid that they just never, they wouldn't, if they knew who oh man, no, they would have gotten rid of me many times. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you this real quick. Yeah, see, like that's the thing too. Like you think about this opens up a whole dialogue of ideas. You think about the military guys, right? They come back, they're playing like first person shooter video games, and like they're picking out which gun, they're customizing their gun, they're playing with their friends, they're interacting with their buddies that they were in war with. And I never thought of it as like this is a stress relief in the sense of like clinical levels. I never thought of that. Like, why isn't that like, how do we not think of that? Why isn't this bigger, more important? It's on Play Store. I just checked. All right, I'm gonna check it out later because, like, honestly, think about that, guys. Like, now this game is for like, obviously it says 8 to 12-year-olds. That's where they did the studies, yada yada yada. But still, some of these video games for 8 to 12-year-olds are incredibly good. But the weird thing is, like, if you think about like Call of Duty, or you think about like Halo, you think about these first-person shooter games that are why don't we have, and maybe they do, I haven't done the research on it. I'm getting new to this thing, but why don't we have basically video games for our military guys that teach them how to like, convert from, the war to basically home style living. I mean, it's just, it's not an idea, and maybe it already exists. Maybe it does. But I mean, why don't we have video games to help treat PTSD? Familiarity with situations, integration. I mean, I get the fear of the whole metaverse thing. I get that because it's Mark Zuckerberg, and we all know that there's some issues there. But at the same time, isn't that this? Somebody was screaming at me, Discord. They were screaming. They're like, "You gotta get Discord," and basically, honestly, positively, Cheyenne, you don't even know. You have to check in with me because you don't even know how bad it was. Like it was bad. All right. Anyway, so like literally first day of work was the night of Thursday for the entire week. That's every hearing had to be canceled. So, but anyways, guys, I was just thinking about this. Like one of the crazy things is at the end of the day, why don't we have video games for these military guys that love playing them? Oh, perfect. We got our new moderator in there. That's awesome. Awesome. Howdy, howdy. So she's going to be helping basically upload a lot of the thumbnail images to all the Facebook videos, get us producing thumbnail images for all these different types of websites like Instagram, which I've never used, or Twitter, which I've never really used. So it's just we needed somebody to be able to do that stuff because I can't do that stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope all is well. I hope you're doing really great. This is just a really quick intro video to something that I thought was really cool to check into. I'm going to try downloading it later to play it, and then basically we'll go from there. But I'll catch you guys a little bit later. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we'll go from there. And Cheyenne, check in with me. I hope you're well. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.